Welcome back to Blackphoenix Entertainment. Yeah, it is windy. I am in a different area that I usually start my videos in, and yeah, we're going to be underwater, so this is just probably going to get worse. But wanted to make this video. I don't make the mental health throttle therapy videos a lot, just because I don't know, just still the stigma, and it's just, I feel like when I talk, it just doesn't matter. I still feel that way. I don't know. That's just, maybe at some point that'll get better. I don't know. But that's just where I'm at on that. So the significance of me making this video today is it has been exactly a year since absolutely everything fell apart. And I've had to take this journey on my own and just rebuild, rediscover, all that stuff. So Father's Day weekend, obviously Laconia is usually the week of Father's Day weekend. Last year, everybody knows, the Ryker blew up on me. My previous Ryker, the 22 Ryker Sport, blew up on me as I was racing a Porsche on the way back from Laconia. That was a whole ordeal, all of that, and managed to get back. And then, of course, the next day is when I get the news about my personal life blowing up. So since then, I've been dealing with everything, getting back on track, getting myself back on track, and just becoming the version of myself that I should have been. But I think most of it is I was finally showing up for myself. And I said that in my last my mental health video, where I wasn't showing up for myself. I was just phoning it in, and I was just distracting myself from everything else that was going on, so I didn't have to deal with it. So I had to own the consequences of that, really sit down with myself and be like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna change. We're gonna be the best version, and we're gonna be the real version of who you are. And I'll have to say, this year was hard. Like, it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and if I didn't have the friends that I had that truly, deeply cared about me, I wouldn't be here. So, really, they know who they are, and oh my god. And that's environmental police, so I have to be good now. No hooligan stuff. But, yeah, honestly. And then dealing with everything else and just being where I'm at now is absolutely amazing after looking back at where I was exactly a year ago. And that's a big thing. So I know I keep talking about the stigma and all this stuff. It's still there. No one cares about men's mental health. They really don't. And that's why I'm really always on the fence, even just recording the video, even just saying things out loud, even if this video never sees the light of day. Like, that's tough. But I'm almost done with that. Like, and part of me, for one of my reasoning is it feels like it's too much, and I don't know where that comes from, where I'm just like, all right, I'm talking too much and then nobody cares. You know, that's me talking about things is going to push people away. All right, let's let this guy do what he's going to do. And go do environmental things over there. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on now. It's just like, all right, it's better. One half of me is like, oh, it's better if I just don't talk, because then no one has to deal with it, and you know, no one has to get any sort of opinions of me or anything. And then the other part is, well, I've gotten this far talking about it. I need to keep talking about it, and I'm probably always going to have to talk about it, you know, to people. I'm just gonna go, because it's part of your life. It's who I am. There's things that I've gone through that need to be talked about, and it's definitely for the better. Like, you've got to talk to somebody at some point, and like, just take it from me and my experiences, holding everything in is not the answer, because you just ends up a trigger will happen or something, and you'll just end up exploding at the wrong time at the wrong person, which you shouldn't be anyways, but that'll most likely be what happens. Let's go across this. The last couple times, yes, I've been across this a couple times before. It was wicked windy, and they had like warnings and flags and stuff on, and I don't know, I'll show the video at some point, probably, or if I haven't already. The water was actually coming up onto this bridge here, so it was like bad. Then the last time we stopped here and had to leave because of the state police. That's a story for another time. But yeah, let me get parked and say hello to biker friends, and I'll talk a little bit more. And I think self-reflection definitely helps. Like I said, in comparing myself from a year ago, it's even like 6 months, 3 months, like even just going back like that, just being like, wow, that's where I was, and like where I am now, it's amazing. And then to see the progress in myself gives me the motivation, everything, be like, wow, I'm doing this, I'm gonna keep going. Like, that's kind of my mentality now. Like, there's still a lot of it is what it is, and that's the stuff that I can't control. Like, I'm like, whatever, like there's nothing I can do about this. I can't control other people's actions, I can't control their reactions, I can't control certain things that happen. Like if it rains, I'm like, all right, well, I can't ride, I can't control that. So like, I need to let a lot of that stuff go and not let it bother me as much as it used to at all. And that has been a huge weight, just not caring. I have absolutely no problem being alone at all. I don't care. Like, you want to spend time with me, spend time with me. If you don't, you don't. Like, I don't care anymore at this point. I've gotten so comfortable being alone and just doing my own thing that good luck trying to get those walls back down. You know, like, it's just like, this is my thing I'm gonna do. Not that I don't want to hang out with people, and I think that's, I don't want to say that's like a lie. Oh, those clouds are getting dark over there. It's not supposed to rain, as far as I know. But yeah, those clouds do not look happy. Anyways, what was I saying? No, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely, and then there's a difference of when you're alone. It's not that you don't feel like you have anybody, it's that nobody has you. Like, those are the two things. And I'm not lonely, I'm just alone. And as far as like I have people, I know that. And then I'm coming to terms with the fact that nobody has me. And you can take a couple different interpretations of that. I'm not going to get too far into it because that's just deep diving into something completely different. I think that's rain. That looks like rain over the ocean. Hopefully it stays over the ocean, because that's literally the direction I'm going in. But no, totally fine with it. And again, not that everything's easy. Not that every single day is easy. It's not. There's always going to be hard days. There's always going to be hard things. There's always going to be things that you have to deal with. That's just life. And I think the other difference is there's people ask, are you happy? It's like, well, happy is always going to almost be a temporary emotion. You know, there's always sadness, there's always happiness, there's always anger, there's always all of these emotions, and those emotions are temporary due to the environment and things that are happening in the moment. Where I am now is finding the peace. And am I at peace now? I would say so, but also more and more every day. Like, even just making this video talking, I feel more at peace, because now I'm saying things out loud and I'm realizing where I am in life. So something that really helped was my GAM trip. Like, and that's why I looked at it, I saw Doyle's thing, I'm just like, I want to do that trip. I need to get away. Because again, with that whole blow up last year, I missed VAM. Like, everything just got turned upside down, and everything that I had planned, literally at that point for the rest of my life, got like absolutely destroyed. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do. But I saw that, you know, I made the you guys know the Ryker Rally and that whole story and the GAM and all that. So everything, oh my God, I hate cyclists. I'm sorry, I'm at peace, but I absolutely hate cyclists. I'm still allowed to hate things, so don't hold that against me. But yeah, that was great. And with Randy's a really good friend of mine, and you know, we took that trip together, and that was super awesome. And again, that adds to the piece. Like, that's what I like doing. I like traveling, I like seeing things, I like being on the road and just meeting new people and all that stuff. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this year, the rest of this riding season, and just really life in general. I just want to see where things go and where I can take it and where I end up, like all those things. Like, it's exciting to me at this point because I really don't know. And just like that anticipation of, you know, I got my Virginia trip coming up, I got all of that fun stuff. It's gonna be fun. And like I said, I'll see, it is what it is. I'm taking life a day at a time, just seeing what comes up, seeing who goes, who stays, all that stuff. Like, none of that bothers me because I have found peace in solitude, and I am good. So that's it. I'm not going to keep rambling super long on this, but again, when I make these videos, I hope it at least helps somebody out, because I mean, that's really the point of this channel. Like, I don't make money off this channel. That was never my goal to begin with. It's entertainment. I want you guys to have fun, and just if you can learn something about Can-Ams or whatever else I talk about, or just these mental health videos, just to know that nobody is ever alone. There's always somebody out there, so you can just always reach out, talk to somebody, and just get through whatever it is that you're going through. So, with all that being said, you guys know this at this point. Go down there, do all the fun YouTube stuff, do the liking, do the subscribing, do the sharing, share this out to someone who might need to hear some of the things I've talked about in this video. And, of course, you guys can save some cool money, some cool money. Yeah, well, you could save some cool money. You can save some money on some cool stuff. There we go. Epic Water Filters deal. I got a sponsorship by them. It's a deer. Some cool filtered bottles, water bottles and stuff like that. BLRtuning, Ironside Custom, some cool stuff for your motorcycle. And of course, any money I do make off of this channel through the merch or any of those sponsors or anything goes to Moby Kit Rescue to save the kittens. With all that being said, thank you for rocking with the flock. See you guys on the next one.